Hi friends, welcome back to Mark's Speed Shop. Today's video we're going to be working on this C10 a little bit more. I've got a couple things I want to do. I've got a decal on the hood that I really enjoyed. I put it on a couple years ago, but it's not really made for the outdoors that much, so the sun has faded it some. I hate to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and take that off and go ahead and try to prep some of the body for my next step, what I want to do to it. So I want to do a little more sanding on it, a little more blending, and I'm going to do a little accelerated artificial patina. And then once all that's ready and I'm done, after I've done this engine work and all this, I'm going to end up gloss clear coating it. Once I get the patina the way I want it. It's not the way I want it right now. So today we're going to do that. I'm going to do a little bit more. We're going to pull us a couple more tires and wheels. Y'all will see that. Stick around and see that. It's something new. And I hope you enjoy it. Let's get to work. Any of you that know me at all know that I am quite patriotic. I love this country, and that's why I put this big decal on the hood. Doesn't look it as much now, but it has faded right much. And I don't mind it being a little weathered and faded, but it's gonna continue fading. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it off now while I have it inside and I have opportunity. I'm gonna do a little more sanding on it. Get a little more patina. That's what I got all this for. And then I'm going to end up clear coating. Now, I'm not going to do that in this video. I'm not even going to do that. I probably won't do that for another few months, a couple months, because I want to make sure I have the patina the way I want it. And, I want to have it running. I want to have the engine in it running, all that. Now my heat's still not working in the shop. I know my last video I mentioned about buying the $40 worth of kerosene and all that, but I don't even think I even mentioned that my heater wouldn't work. So right now, also what I want to do today is I want to spray the top of an air cleaner, okay? That's why I have my truck running. Well, it's cold. I cranked it up from the house and drove it up here. And I didn't want to cut it off until it got up to running temperature, because that's a whole lot better for the gaskets and all. It's not good to crank them up cold, run them for about 2 minutes and then cut them off. And then crank it up and then cut it off. It's better to let it get up to running temperature at least once. Now, what I want to do with that is I've got these anodized gold Moroso valve covers. Now these are the real deal, the real thing. But they are rough. It's a little hard to tell, but they are scarred up, scratched up. They were like that when I got them 20 years ago. But I like them. They're the ones I had painted. I painted them blue. I took all the paint off of them. But I've got some gold paint, and I've got an old kind of rusty air cleaner that I'm gonna spray a little gold paint on and try to get it to kind of match. So we'll see how that goes too. But right now, I do have them in the running truck. I have them in there getting warmed up with the paint. So I'm trying to get it warmed up a little bit with the paint. Oh, it's feeling good there, a lot better than in the shop. Now, I'm not gonna let the truck run real long, just a little while. But I tell you what, it might not show up good on the video, but I know it's not gonna. It's not cold enough. It's not calling for it. But if you're in an area that you know, it feels like snow. It almost looks like snow. But I'm gonna get a little bit of work done, even in the cold, so I can get this video out. And plus, you know me, every little bit you do gets you one step closer. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Another step. All right, I'm gonna start with a little bit more sand in here. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take me to get to where I want it to be, but you gotta start. See how this is going. I'll bring it down to more open metal, and then down here I'm going to use the probably 220 on a jitterbug and try to blend this a little bit better. So you get the idea. All right, now I don't know how this is going to exactly work. It's going to be all right. As you can tell, this is an old lid. It is quite rusty. I sanded it and cleaned it up. Inside it's not too bad. I'm not gonna paint that. So we're just gonna give her a try. I'm gonna do some adhesion promoter. Then I've got some white primer. And I've got some gold paint. So we'll see how it does. All I'm trying to do is get it to look kind of similar to those valve covers. I'm gonna put that on the engine. If it don't work, it don't work. It ain't gonna hurt it one bit. But y'all know I like this adhesion promoter. It's some good stuff. Now, a little cold, but I did put this in the truck to warm up. So it ain't gonna hurt it. This can's a little old, so it don't want to spray very well. There we go. Now, I did mention that I put down this old horse blanket thing here to kind of cover up the car a little bit, mostly the back glass. I ain't worried about the paint. The paint needs sanding and paint anyway. But the less stuff you get on the glass, the better. Now, it's enough dust on this car. A little overspray probably won't hurt it one bit, but I hate cleaning glass. I hate cleaning overspray off the glass. So it's a little cold. This is tacked up a little bit. So let's just give it a little light tack coat and see what it's going to look like. A little adjustable nozzle thing, get it adjusted right there. There we go. We'll try to get around the edges first. Still ain't quite right. Kind of hard to turn. All right. Probably let that dry and put another coat on it in a little while. All right, well, I got one good little run. I tell you what, it's a good thing I got that adhesive remover. I'm gonna sure need it up here. Well, here we go. Let me get my little step stool down here. Here we go. I still got that around the edges here. That's a little harder to get because the hood comes flat and then comes up and it goes across and it goes way down. So it's a little harder to get with the razor blade scraper. So I'm gonna pick at that a little while. But for the most part, it's off. There it is. I still got to do a little, like I say, a little more picking here and clean the glue. I think I might have scratched my finish. Oh well. I got the polishers right there. If you don't believe me, I've been polishing on this. Still got more to do, a whole lot more to do, but I'm getting there. Well, like I've said many times before, if you've seen me change a tire, you've seen me change a bunch of tires. Still needs to pop out. All right. Whoa, there we go. All right. There we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now let's get that one on there. It always gets me. All right. There it is, both of them mounted. Now, we'll see if the lug nuts I bought work. Ain't exactly the ones I wanted. The ones I wanted cost right much more. I was able to buy a whole set of ones I think will be just fine. Now, let me get them out of the front of the pickup. We'll try a couple of them, see if they'll work. All right. Now, you got to remember, it's up on jack stands under the frame, so the front suspension is fully down. And I wouldn't mind it sitting like that to begin with. Front end's going to be up. It's going to have a lot of fender well space. That's why I'm going to lower the back end a little bit to give it a little more of a gasser style rake. Now, I need to take these inner fender wells out, which I've never done before, so I'm going to figure that out. Because I hadn't mentioned it, but I have got fender well headers coming. So I'm going to take these inner fender wells out, and the headers are going to come down right out into the fender well here. She's going to be gasser looking, even if she ain't gasser running. But it shouldn't be too bad for that nice 350. All right, see this fender? The way I just scuffed the top of it. All right. Now, look at this one. So I ain't nowhere near done. I've almost just gotten started on it, but this is going to look a little better, I think, once it gets a little rusty. And I'm going to show you how to make it a little rusty. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Still got to do this. Still got to put the heads on. And that's what I'm going to be doing soon. We're going to be putting the heads on. I got to flip that other engine over and get that oil packed. All right, my question with these lug nuts, down there where we see them, chrome lug nuts, see, you get 20 in a pack. And they were a little cheaper than the long shank ones. See, these are the bulge type. Now, the ones I really liked, they have this little nub on the end. They were like this all the way out. But they cost a whole lot more than these. So I thought, and plus you have to buy 4 at a time, so you got about five packs of them. So I got those. Those 4 packs were $8 a pack. You got to have 5 packs to go all the way around. I just got the stock lug nuts on the back, so I want to put the little chromas because I got some little centers for the back too. And with this, it's kind of rough looking. It don't want to dry because it's so cold in here. It's a little, remember it was real rusty, so it was real coarse. And the whole image of the truck is just rough patina, rat rod kind of gasser style. So I just want this to look a little bit like the valve covers. I'm gonna put some decals on it anyway. Now I'm not done with this, but I gotta let it dry. It don't want to dry. I mean, look at that. It should be completely dry by now. I'm gonna let her dry because it's so cold. I'm gonna let her dry, and then if I need to, I'll come back and give her a light sanding, and then put a couple more coats on. All right, well, that's gonna wrap up this week's video on the C10. A little bit more. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a little something about something. I'm gonna show you, maybe next time, coming up soon anyway. I'm gonna do a little bit more on this. I'm gonna show you that how to accelerate the patina on it. And I'm gonna be pulling the fender wells out, putting the heads on the engine, getting some things like that done. And I still gotta work on that exhaust, fix the other hanger. I think I know how I'm gonna do that on the Charger. So who knows, that might be next week. But subscribe so you don't miss any of it. This is actually starting to shape up a little bit. Once I get that engine set over there, it's going to really start shaping up quick. So remember what I say. Every little bit you do gets you one step closer to finishing your project. So don't get overwhelmed with anything. Just do a little bit at a time. So, and you'll enjoy what you're doing, and you can look back and say, oh, well, I really appreciate everybody that watches and likes and shares and comments and subscribes. I really do appreciate you. Thank you for coming back. And remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Just hit that little button. Where is it? Maybe over here. And come back to see me. And I'll be here. And I'll see you at the shop.